year 1 creative computing. My student number is 580941. This is my exercise 1, coding is cool. I have used string concatenation plus operator. Let me run the code. It says here coding is cool. Then let's move on to exercise 2, simple sum. Simple sum, basically I have assigned two variables and assigned two values to two variables, and I have added that variables with f function, and I have printed that function, and then it shows run, then it shows here, and I run the code. My exercise 3 is a standard version of biography. I have first of all created my dictionary, and then I have used my f function where I have stored my personal data above, and then it indicates my information when I run. Let me show that. It asks me, it shows all the data. The biography advanced version is basically I have asked the user to enter input their full name, and then I have used while loop function. Check if the input of the age is only integer, and then the input function converts the number or the age or the string into an integer, and then it shows the output using the f function print. Like this. I'll enter my full name. Enter my full name. Wasim. My hometown. Then my age, 18. And then it will show me my output. Let's move on to exercise 4. Exercise 4, standard version. It's a primitive quiz basically. A primitive quiz asks for normally it asks what is the capital of France, and then I use a strip and lower value to like convert the lowercase and then remove extra spaces. Let me show when I run the code. It asks me what is the capital of Paris. Ask me what's the capital of France, then I write Paris, and then it says answer is correct. Let's move on to an advanced version of exercise 4. The advanced version of exercise 4 is basically I have created a dictionary of countries and their capitals, and I've asked the user to input the function, and I've used the lower value, so like the alphabets can be in lowercase, converted in lowercase, and then I have used the print f function. Let me run the code. It asks me the capital of each country. Each country. This is right over here because all the capital of the countries are correct, that's why it says right. Let's move on to standard of exercise 5. I have created a dictionary of months and days, identifying each month and the days. I've used the user input function where the user enters its information and use the if else statement to identify if it is greater or less than 12. Let me show you when I run the code. It asks to enter a month number. For example, I add 4. 4 is basically 30 days because 4 is April, and April has 30 days. And let's move on to the advanced version. Advanced version, I have created a list, same. I've created a dictionary, same as the last one. And then I have as a user to input number, but this one is different because it asked me to add a leap year. I have used a leap year for if and else function. I have used if and else function to ask if it is a leap year, yes or no. Let me show how it works. It asks a number, for example, I add 2, and it asks if it's a leap year or not. Yes, it is a leap year. then February has 29 days. Let's move on to exercise 6. Exercise 6 basically asks for password, the correct password 1234. Maximum attempts are 5 and 0. I have attempt 0, and ask the user to input password. Tell the user to write the correct password so it matches the above password. I have used increment the number of attempts, and then now I calculate the remaining attempts. Let me show how this works. Basically, my password is 1. My password 1234. Then I do it. It says access granted. Let's move on to exercise number 7. Sum counting. Sum counting is basically the first loop goes from 0 to 50 because the range starts from 50, 0 to 50, and then it stops at 51. For the second one, the range starts from 50, goes down to 0 minus 1, makes a stop. And then for the third one, it's 30 up to 50. The range starts at 30, goes up to 50. It prints each number as it counts. Let me show you how this works. Run. When I run this code, it shows me all the numbers. For the first one, this is the answer for the first one. 0 to 50, stops at 51. Same goes for here. But that goes down. It's a decrement, decreases. 30 to 50 goes here, and decrement, it increases by 2% of range. Then the last one, it goes from 100 to 200. Let's move on to exercise number 8, simple search. Simple search, I have created a list. Which list? I have to find a specific person named Sam, and I've used an input function and an if and else function to identify if it's found or it's not found. Let's check over here how it works. Enter. So I have to find Sam. Sam is found in the list. Let's move on to exercise 9, Exercise 9 basically is a simple function. It has a simple use of a simple function. When written, it will print to the terminal. Define main function is basically the print hello function. It's written directly, imported, and not from another file. Main function is directly typed manually, and it is not imported from another file. Let me run this code and find out. It is manually typed, that's why it shows hello. If it was imported from another folder, it would have shown an error. Let's move on to exercise 10. Is it an even number? I have checked. I have added a variable. I've used a definition function. Even or odd function that receives the number as an input uses a condition. If the number is evenly divided by 2, the number is even. And then I ask the user to input, and the number is converted into integer. Let me show you how this works. Choose a number. For example, I do 3. It will show the number is odd because the number is odd. Thank you for listening.